Hey guys, so, we are in a township tale on the Oculus Quest. So, as you saw in the thumbnail, we are going to be making something that I like to call the Lumberjack's Fancy Axe. I really like using it, especially as a stewer. It's a really nice, cheap, weapon. So without further ado, let's get into it, So, if you're looking at my stuff, you're probably thinking, what is everything? Why do you have this? Well, I have a gourd specifically because for this we are going to need to go into the mines. I have food on me just so then, if I ever get super hungry, I won't have to just stop what I'm doing and find food. I have a knife, a survival knife, and I don't really know what I'm going to use the hammer for. We don't have to craft anything, so yeah. I will be dismantling some things, and I know I kind of just saw a bucket. So, yeah, we're going to be needing wood, as well as some iron and some red iron. Now, at least on this server, sometimes cauldrons will respawn, so it's good to check over here just in case. And this, guys, is why you try to play on the quest version with a good... Oh, hey, there we go. 4 cauldrons. That is certainly a lot. Well, for the sake of the video, I'm probably only going to be taking one, because I'm not sure if this happens in other servers, but it happens in mine. So, now that we have all of this, let's go decraft it. So, currently, I actually already have a hammer, which is this. So like I said, just to speed it up, I'm probably just going to be using that. Of course, I would use a normal stick and a rock. The only issue is that I'm really bad at it. So, yeah, let's just pray that there's a rock in here. And also, hey, look, a piece of wood. Too bad we don't need that right now. So, it looks like there's not a rock in here, so I'm going to run over to the place where you spawn, and we are going to go grab that. Alright, we have our piece of flint. Now let's go decraft this. So here we are. So, in case you don't know, in order to decraft things, of course, you have to take your thing that you must craft out, place it right here, it'll automatically go like that. Then you must take your chisel and hammer, or flint and a hammer, I was about to say stick. Then you just have to hit, well, first off, for buckets, you gotta hit the bottom first, so. Alright, that's our first piece of wood. Next, we gotta get this one, then this one, then this one. Now we get all these surrounding buckles, right here, and right here, right here, and right here, and right here. I believe this is all the buckles we have to deal with, so now we take this part. So it turns out it only gives you 2. Oh well, so bam. We are now done, and now we put all of our stuff into our inventory, if the server is going to be nice to me at least. Okay, so, it took me a little bit of grief to actually get that done for some reason. I don't know why. My bag is just acting up. Next, let's decraft this cauldron. Sometimes they glitch a little because you gotta hold them with 2 hands. So, for this, it's basically the same, just you don't have to hit the bottom, so you hit here, here, and here. Both of the buckles. I just got a notification on my phone, and then the other side as well, and then hit this. So, yeah, that is everything that we should hopefully have to decraft. Once again, my bag is being kind of weird. So from this, we got 9, there's a person over there, but we got 9 plates, we got 12 buckles, and technically 2, I just found one on the ground, but 3 wood wedges. And as you can see, it's starting to turn to night, so I will try to, so hopefully I'll be able to find things to make a torch. And if you're wondering if I get chased by a phantom, I am very sorry about that. But even so, I don't have anything like I don't have anything super valuable on me, so continuing forward. Right now we're just trying to find copper items. They can range from large hammers to dividers like this. I believe dividers do give you a lot, but already we have technically a full bag. But even so, if I find anything better, I will, you know, if, like, there are these large hammers that you can find around sometimes, use those. So anyways, going outside of town, hopefully I won't get killed. There's a worm back there, but who cares? So I don't want to get too into this, because there's still a lot that we have to do. So already, as you can see, we have a tree. Some dude made a sword. This is pretty cool. I believe you do have to build this, but continuing up the path, I'm gonna try to go from top to bottom. So from right here, we have a chisel. I don't know how much these give you. I believe they give you 2, though I'm not exactly sure. From in here, we have nothing of value. Hi, worm. Hope you have a good day. Look at why they spit on you. Like, out of everything they could do, why would they spit on you? Also, for the remainder of this video, it's probably just gonna be nighttime. Let's see, is there anyone down here? So far, it looks like there isn't. They are either despawned or just somewhere really close to me, so anxiety aside, now that we have this, ooh, we have a few attacher pieces, but nothing too much of value, and this is what I've kind of been waiting for, which is this teleport potion. Kind of hoping that I need this, or hoping that I'd be here, because it usually always is. So what I'm gonna do is, oh dang, those are some weird looking trees, but I am going to go over to the blacksmith and melt down what we already have, so hopefully that'll work. Once you are here, you are going to have to go to the desmelter, make sure there's some wood in there, throw every, okay, my bad, but throw everything that you need. You can't put it in the bags by the way, so you're just gonna have to put it in there. Sometimes I like to do soul flame, it's just kind of fun to just like put on, but it's not required. So next we got this, and I'm gonna keep this switch aside. Pop all this in here. Alright, that should be everything. Now let's pump this down. And quick tip, if you didn't know, if you hold on to this and you try to get over to this little corner right here and you start pumping, it makes it way easier. Especially if you make this rolling motion, it makes it a lot easier. Alright. So, 9 copper and 22 iron. So, my goal is to try to get somewhere around 20, so next place I feel like we should start looking is in the mines. So now of course I'm gonna have to go down a few layers. I'm not the best at mining, so if I do something wrong, I'm sorry. And also we kind of have to pray that there's actual copper ore in there as well, so you know, I'll just pray. Whew, okay, that was kind of scary. But thankfully it's day out here and we have 41. That is pretty impressive. So we could probably make, I'd say about maybe 10, maybe 15 more if I I don't have bad math skills, plus with the stuff we are melting down. So, once we get all this turned into copper, and, well, no, not copper. Not copper. Once we get all this copper ore turned into ingots, we are then going to make it into red iron, which I'll show you how to make once we are done with this. I'm gonna eat the rest of my food, just because, you know. So we already have 2 ingots, and I'm gonna wait for all of this to come out. Alright, well, we have 11. Put this here, so this is 20. And okay, so we do have enough to make 22. I'm not exactly sure if we need exactly 22, but I do not have, actually, I do have a little bit of extra wood that we could probably use. So I'm gonna need 12, so I could probably just use something. So I got, okay, I think yeah, this should hopefully be enough. I kind of wish there's more wood in there, so town lumberjacks, should probably get to that. Anyways, so, got our 2 last ingots. We have exactly 22 copper. And it looks like I believe there was some before in the community bin that can be used, and there's just one of these bad boys. By the way, I love how silver ingots look. So anyways, now let's take our copper divider, and hopefully this should make something. Also, am I the only person that just realized that there's people have elbows? Like, am I the only person that finds it weird? Oh, so now let's turn this into red iron, because red iron, why not? Also, I literally only needed 1 more, ore in order to make it, so this should give us 22 red iron ingots. So just put these into here. So while we're waiting for these to go, I'm gonna try to find all of the things that we are going to need for this and pray that we have enough. So, yeah. Actually really great on my end. I'm really sorry that it's dark, you probably can't see that well. I honestly think ATP should fix the way that it is. You're gonna want to scroll all the way until you find this one. That was the one you're gonna want to use. Take this out, put this one in, take the remainder of this, just chuck it on here. Didn't even shake it, just kinda did that. Why is it not registering? Alright, we are now ready. So, take this. So, can pull this with a hammer, although you should probably just have someone do it for you, or use your hands. So now we have this. Next, let's get this one. Oh, and one more thing, it doesn't hurt to get a crafting hammer, specifically for things like this. So, yeah. Alright, we got this one, and then we'll just start hitting it all around. Alright, and then now we have our handle. Now, for this, all that we are really going to be using is we're just going to be using a connector piece. a kind of like a side axe, a dagger, and then a pommel on the bottom for style. So let's go do that. Now beforehand, I decided to put some of these down. So now, if you don't know the rules of making things in this game, literally what you gotta do is you just gotta throw however much is needed on here, and there isn't any wood. You got 4 left. We gotta pray that this has to last. Probably not for everything, but just... Alright. So now we have a connector piece. You can just put this right here. So we have this piece. We might as well make this part first. And one more thing. I am actually starting to run low on wood and stuff, so hopefully there's some in the community bin that I could use, because that would be super helpful. But then again, if you're on a decent server like mine, usually it's always taken, so now we're making the axe, and will it last? Come on. Okay, it barely made it. So now we are taking out our hammer. We are simply striking it. And by the way, this is an ability, usually you just put it on there, but this makes it last longer. Alright, now that this is done, it doesn't matter which side you put it on the connector, so we're just going to put it like that. Now you could always just have this, but we are going to try to make more, as in we are going to try to get a dagger. Alright, we are back at blacksmith, so it turns out 12 is actually our total, so hopefully this should be enough to make our dagger and our pommel. So let's take our dagger mold, chuck it here, open this bad boy up, throw our sticks in here. And by the way, sticks go through very quickly, so I don't recommend it, but for the circumstances of right now, we probably should. And it looks like it is now finished, so it turns out sticks are actually pretty decent, at least for small items. So, alright, so now what you gotta do is you just gotta put it here, and then hammer. And by the way, if you're wondering about all these effects, I have some blacksmithing abilities, so I can basically do this. Even though I'm basically mainly a steward, I barely ever blacksmith, but it's just nice to have. Sometimes you can come in clutch. Okay, you know what, I give up. Alright, it is now finished. Now, I would like to say that once you put on, so as you can see, it'll usually it'll stay on your side. Once you put this on, it will no longer be able to stay on your side, so you should probably put a weapons pouch. So, now, this is the part where we're gonna start making a pommel. Now, this part is completely up to you. It doesn't matter which one you use. Whichever one you like, it could be spiked, it could be rounded. But the main one I'm looking for is this one. I haven't actually used one of these, and it turns out these are actually pommels. So, let's see how these work out. And also, we have more red iron than we needed, which is actually great. So, bam, that is more than 4, that was 5. And it is done. Pump out our red iron, place it in our bag, come over here. Here's our pommel. I don't know why it's only one. It's the same size as basically all of them. And here we are. This is our woodcutter's axe. Now, usually, I would like to get a view of this outside, so this is overall a really nice weapon. So in order to test it out, let's go cut down some trees, in the Dust Bowl. Yeah, sure. Shoutouts to Biscuit Boy 07 and Ben's G _330. So I'm gonna try to cut down this entire tree with just this. So let's do this. So yeah, 2 solid swings to just get it. 1 swing. So let's chop it down.
I don't have enough room for this.
Alright, so that was almost
I have 3 stacks on my body. I can't carry anymore.
And these are all sticks.
Hate that.
And finally, for picking up wood, have an ability where I can shake, throw, take all the wood, shake, throw, take all the wood. Except for this piece. And then you guys can have this wood. I don't exactly need it, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash like, do all that YouTube jazz, and I'll see you guys later.